as is traditional at the Oschersleben circuit. A phenomenal sight and a phenomenal sound as the cars will roar past the start-finish line heading into turn number 1, the hotel turn, which, as we know from years gone by, is very much a pinpoint. Michael Ammermuller that we could just see there in that picture as he looked on at the start of this race. So safety car peels off. It's the responsibility of the front row of the grid, Jaminet and Backler, then to control the pace of this rolling lap as they round at turn number 14, the Zeppelin turn, and head towards the timing line. We await the lights to go green, and they do. So the first race of season 2017 is underway. Already the Corvette is trying to make up space, and so too the Audi around the outside here as they go into the hotel turn. As I mentioned, it's a real pinch point, but it's P1 and P2 go the way of Porsche as they go through. Thankfully, all the cars through that pinch point of hotel turn number 1 go through satisfactorily with no problem at all. And it was the Corvette that was just squeezed out onto the grass there on the exit of that turn. Has managed to keep it all together and stay in there, running down now in P5 though for Jules Gounon, who is the car just ahead of Connor Di Phillippi that we went on board with momentarily. And a change for P2 then, as the Jaminet car is down now to P3. So already some changes in the very early stages of this race. Better start from Klaus Backler right at the start of the race. There is Ricky Collard then in the number 42 BMW M6, and challenging now, you can see the car of Jules Gounon. Squeezed out on the grass just earlier on in the lap as cars make their way through with first lap about to be completed, and the race leader then crosses the timing line. Klaus Backler leads from Marcus Pommer in P2. Jaminet is P3. Then running in P4 is Jeffrey Schmidt with Jules Gounon P5. Connor Di Phillippi is P6. Stoltz is P7. Renard is P8. And then P9 is the number 13 car of Sven Bart. So Ricky Collard, who we saw in the BMW M6, down a number of places, running down there in P16. One of the big losers, and on board with Connor Di Phillippi. We were just for a moment. Lights being flashed furiously by Jules Gounon. Oh, and a big tap there, which just knocks Gounon off for a moment, but he's able to recover, and no advantage gained in the end. But look at the Mercedes-Benz now flying right into the mix here. So Lucas Stoltz then, that very car, as out goes the number 77 car of Jules Gounon. Team battle between the Montplace by Land-Motorsport Audis. And then right behind them is Lucas Stoltz in the number 21 Mercedes. So then, cars make their way on this first lap following the second safety car intervention that we've seen. Just saw the Rolf and Nyken Grasser Racing Team Lamborghini Huracan just at the back of the picture. There it is again. Also the BMW M6 making its debut in the ADAC GT Masters this weekend here in Oschersleben as well, being run by Schnitzer Motorsport team. So just under 5 minutes away from the pit window opening for driver changes. Time seems to have gone very quickly. The race, of course, punctuated thus far by 2 safety cars, but look at the pace these Porsches have got, because Backler has got 3/10 over Jaminet, who in turn is a further 7/10 up the road from Marcus Pommer. This Connor Di Phillippi's Montplace by Land-Motorsport Audi that we go on board with right now. Heavy braking then, as Jeffrey Schmidt just got the back end loose a little bit. We can see from that fantastic vantage point up to 205 kilometers per hour before braking for the next turn in 4th gear. The rev counter there you can see down into all the the way down into second gear now, very nearly clattering into the back of his teammate ahead, Jeffrey Schmidt. It's Connor de Phillippi that we're on board with. Accelerating away now, keeping those graphics there for you. Into that Motoplast by Land-Motorsport Audi R8 LMS. And we watch the driver change go on for the champions. Good to hear all the anecdotes being passed on. Door is closed. Connor de Phillippi has done his job, and now over to Christopher Mees for the remaining 31 minutes of this race. Car lights up and is away down the pit lane. So, also in the pits, a number of others. Here's Jaminet. What it's done, it's split the two Land-Motorsport cars. So Mikael Ammermuller has extended his lead right at the front by, it's up to the margin now is 5.2 seconds between Ammermuller and Alex McDowell running in P2. On board, the reason he's untroubled is because Mees is having to defend from Kelvin van der Linde. Trying to lend some Land-Motorsport support though is Christopher Haas, who's getting ever closer to Kelvin van der Linde in P5. So that black Audi that we can now see and almost feel is right in the middle of that Land-Motorsport sandwich at the moment. So van der Linde is more than keen to get past the Mees car, but hasn't been able to do it so far. Once again, as they cross the sector timing line, takes another look at the inside. There isn't an overtake on at that particular point in this circuit, but he was going to have a look nonetheless and did so. Running in P7 is Luca Ludwig, former champion, of course, in ADAC GT Masters. So much talent littered throughout the grid in this Super Sports Car League. All the information, ADAC-GT-Masters.de. That's the website to go to, and as I mentioned at the program preamble, plenty or complete English trans to say that the safety car is coming in this lap. So that means we are going to have a real fraught fight to the finish of this ADAC GT Masters race, where, truthfully, any one of the top 10 places potentially up for grabs now, because all the cars are bunched back up together. Calming words being offered over the team radio. So Mikael Ammermuller then leads, and it will be his responsibility to back them all up. So we have a back-marking Audi in that mix, just to add some more drama to it. That's the so Ammermuller goes for it. And we got one racing lap to come then from the ADAC GT Masters then. In race number one, the back-marking car gets out of the way, and now the Land-Motorsport has a go at Kelvin van der Linde. And also up the inside goes Luca Ludwig, look, from P7, trying to wrestle away P6 from Sebastian Ash, his teammate from last year. The two cars locked together. Also trying to buy into that, the Porsche as well. Phillippi trying to find a way past the Engelhardt Lamborghini car. There's the back marking Audi. And Eng is right on the back of the Lamborghini Huracan, but equally Marcus Winkelhock is right on the back of Eng as well. Van der Linde defending for all his worth. So the order then is Ammermuller, then it's McDowell P1 and P2, then it's Mies, then it's Van der Linde, then it's Haas, then it's Ash. Ludwig then just ahead of the Lamborghini because Sven Muller advantaged over that as they round the final turn. The checkered flag waves and the win goes the way of Ammermuller. From McDowell P2, Mies is P3, Van der Linde P4, Haas P5, Ash is P6, P7 is Muller, P8 Ludwig, Engelhardt P9 and Phillippi P10. So wasn't quite as Connor de Phillippi and Christopher Mies then. Guide suggests has happened today in race 1. That's no guarantee to what's going to happen tomorrow in race number 2.